Good morning from the Evening Standard newsroom in London. I'm Tanya Snuggs. It's reported travellers arriving into England from green and amber list countries no longer face such stringent COVID checks. A memo seen by The Guardian confirms electronic border gates will no longer refer passengers to in-person checks by Border Force officers if a passenger locator form is not found. That's used by authorities to trace people who may have come into contact with someone with coronavirus. The Brexit campaign promised to give the NHS an extra £350 million per week if the UK left the EU, drove everyone crazy because it was true, according to Dominic Cummings. Boris Johnson's former top aide admits the figure, which was emblazoned on campaign buses used by key Brexiteers, such as the PM, was used as a trap for the Remain side as it exposed the true balance sheet of EU membership. Critics have argued the figure was misleading as it did not take into account the rebate the UK received from Brussels. But in an interview with the BBC, Mr Cummings said the reason why the figure drove everyone crazy and the reason why people are still talking about it now is that they were using true figures. NHS staff in England could be offered a 3% pay rise, despite the government saying only 1% was affordable. The offer, which is expected to attract criticism for being too low, comes after the independent NHS pay review body looked at evidence submitted by ministers as well as unions, such as the Royal College of Nursing. The government sparked anger in March by saying it could only afford a 1% increase, despite the efforts of NHS staff during the pandemic. Boris Johnson's defended the plan, and former Health Secretary Matt Hancock said the decision to recommend such a small increase was due to an assessment of what's affordable as a nation following the COVID crisis. The NHS pay review body made its recommendation weeks ago, leaving unions to question why a pay rise is still being delayed. And parts of the UK have been hit by heavy showers and thunderstorms on the country's hottest day of the year so far. The Met Office issued amber thunderstorm warnings for parts of southeastern and central England between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. yesterday. As of Tuesday evening, as much as 60 millimetres or over 2 inches of rain had fallen in just a few hours in some areas. Water was visible on roads, with drivers warned of difficult conditions due to spray, while as much as 2 inches of hail fell in the worst affected areas. It came as the UK recorded temperatures of 32.2 Celsius at Heathrow Airport yesterday afternoon, beating the previous high for the year of 31.6 Celsius, also recorded at the airport on Sunday.